Hey guys, Jeff aka GCurse here with a GCurse Reacts. I haven't done one of these videos in months. Normally I just don't really feel like doing them, but something popped along my little subscription feed today. It was Prime versus Prime. He received a copy of the Transformers crossover with Stranger Things. The figure is called Code Red. I think it's supposed to be a deluxe class. I'm not sure about what the scale is. The thing is that the figure is not even set to release until here. Let me pull it up. Come on. The figure isn't even set to release until the 26th of November 2023. I do not condone the practice of people getting uh, advanced copies of jack shit. To me, paid shills are like they're pretty bad. Like they get paid for their opinion. I do not agree with that business practice at all. Well, Jeff, it's actually not. He's not considered a paid shill. He's considered an influencer. I don't give a flying fuck if he's considered Santa Claus until he actually shows proof that he actually buys the things that he reviews. He's going to get the title of paid shill. You can call him whatever sugar coated, word that makes you feel better in the afternoon, but me, I'll call him a paid shill. Now, just because I call him a paid shill doesn't mean I do not. I use that as a way, paid shill as like the way he handles his business. I don't know the guy for anything, so I'm not. I don't. I'm not saying he's a good guy. He's a bad guy. I just consider him to be a paid shill. He may be the greatest guy on the face of the earth. That doesn't mean shit to me. I am here to do a react to what what I'm watching, and the fact that he has that he's reviewing something that nobody else is going to get until the 22nd or 26th. Sorry, the 26th of this month. It's kind of bullshit. People who get these advanced copies of Jack of whatever, it could be an advanced copy of a toy, it could be an advanced copy of a movie, it could be an advanced copy of a game, it could be an advanced copy of a dildo you want to shove up your ass. I don't care. It gives it like an unfair advantage to the general consumer, somebody like myself who spends his hard-earned money on stuff. That's why whenever I see a new review, a new unbiased review that comes out from like a company like IGN, for example, they can release a review all they want. I'll watch the review, but I'm mainly watching the review to see what the product is like itself. I'm not going to form an opinion of that item until I actually have that item in my hand. So I'm going to be watching this upcoming video, not because I want to hear what Prime versus Prime's take is, because until he proves that he is actually paying for what he's reviewing, and this isn't just Prime versus Prime. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people to think, oh, Jeff is just targeting Prime versus Prime. No, I'm calling out whoever does this sort of stuff. So Rodimus Primal, Prime versus Prime, Emgo. I like those guys. They're all decent. I like the videos, but I don't do what I don't buy what I buy, and I don't think what I think based on regarding figures based on what they have to say. I make a final opinion when I actually have the figure in my hand. Today I just finished actually reviewing the Minerva figure. Oh, it's in our alt form right now. I don't know what people said about it, but I give you my opinion. You're going to see it pretty soon when I get it uploaded. Uh, but yeah, like I said, so people, like I just do not. I don't go for that basically. I do not go for that. I will make my final decision when I see the actual product itself. If he can actually supply proof that he paid for what he had, what he's going to be showing off, then I'd be like, hey, congratulations. But I highly doubt that he paid for it. I highly doubt it. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. See, this is another reason why I say that he's a paid shill. He has Magnius, isn't that what that motherfucker's name is? The charcoal motherfucker right here. He already has this figure. You're telling me that this figure was already released? No, I have a feeling that he got an advanced copy, and that's why he's showing it off. I like I said, why is it that figures that are not being released to the general public until like fucking whatever, like I think it's like January 2nd for this guy, almost a little under 2 full months away, yet he already has it? No, I'm sorry, I do not buy it. This guy is a shill. Well, no, Jeff, he's an influencer. He's a shill. He's a fucking shill. Get a set of balls and stop using what the internet deems as appropriate language. Fuck that.
What is happening, guys, and welcome back to the channel, where for today's review we're going to be checking out the Transformers Stranger Things crossover Code Red. Now, as we check out the packaging, this may just be one of the best.
Come on. There he goes. Now, just to go on record, I never watched Stranger Things. I could fucking care less about Stranger Things. When I was going to college, towards the end, when the show first started really going on, and there was Stranger Things. I could fucking care less. What I liked watching on Netflix was not Stranger Things. I liked watching like The Punisher and that sort of stuff. So like, this has absolutely no pull with me. Well, Jeff, if you don't like Stranger Things, why are you buying this? And the answer is simple. I'm buying this because I like Transformers. Hell, I didn't watch, oh god, let's see here. Let's see here. Do I have any of the crossovers that I haven't watched yet? No, I think I've watched all the crossovers. Well, anyway, I got the Back to the Future, I got the Ghostbusters. I watched those two, and then I got behind me the Jurassic Park, Top Gun, and X-Men. So, but yeah, I just do not watch. I don't give two fucks about Stranger Things, to be honest. I want to buy this if it appeals to me, because of the fact I like Transformers. That's why I'm buying it. Or I may buy this one.
Boxes that I've seen all year round, because whoever designed this was having an absolute blast. So up front, this has been directly based on an actual pizza box as seen in the Stranger Things series. As we check out the side and the back of the box, we get some really cool images of Code Red in both robot and vehicle mode. This side has some really awesome Netflix graphics, and it's also slightly more than meets the eye, because as you take this sleeve and slide it clean off, it does
Okay, I'll be honest, I could fucking care less about the Netflix graphics.
Emergency, because somebody has gone ahead and ordered pineapple as a topping.
Okay, what the fuck is wrong with pineapple? What, somebody ordered pineapple, therefore that's a problem? Fuck off, PrimeVsPrime.
Gorgon head, the Autobot insignia, some strange looking demon, and inside there are a pair of goggles which you can pop out and actually wear.
Oh yeah, who's gonna want to wear shit that looks like that? I wouldn't have my worst enemy wear shit that ugly.
Red. And he has...
Oh great, another fucking commercial.
Watch NHL games live on a variety of networks all season long.
has very cleverly disguised himself as Argyle's Pizzamobile. Now, this is an officially licensed Volkswagen product, so the details for the most part do closely match the actual vehicle as seen on screen, which is a good thing, because initially I wasn't too sold on the colour of this figure, but after rewatching the series, this was how the van looked in certain lighting, and detail-wise, this thing is just so on point. I mean, check out the back part of the van, really awesome Volkswagen details. If I had one big issue with the way this looks, it would be the design choice to have mismatched windows. I really wish, especially for the price, they had gone for one over the other, because this does kind of throw me back to the ugliness that we saw from the Earthrise.
Wait, hold on, let's actually pause it. Okay, so hold the fuck up. The guy who I believe that gets these products for free has the audacity to actually say, talk about the cost. Well, the windows are not perfect, and for the cost, you didn't fucking pay for shit. You didn't pay for fucking shit. You don't have the right to fucking say, well, the price, for the price, until you show proof that you paid for this. Like I do. I show proof all the time when I buy stuff. Because you guys deserve it. Until he shows proof that he actually paid for it, the whole argument, well, the cost for who? It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you, Jack.
With the exception of that, it is so cool to have an officially licensed Volkswagen van. This is a vehicle mode that we don't tend to see too often in the mainline, and it has just been so nicely detailed and designed. As we flip it here upside down, there are no obvious robot mode pieces, so that's pretty awesome. And all four wheels.
Wait, hold on.
So this guy has no issues in rolling out into battle. Check out the.
Okay, hold on. I'm kind of checking. I'm waiting for an order on my Amazon, waiting for an order to arrive from Amazon, and I was watching this just a second ago, and then he said something that kind of made me kind of like, huh? But I'll be right back because I think Amazon may be at my door, so hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so as I was saying, sadly my package has not arrived here yet. I gotta hear what he said. Hold on. Look, hold on. Okay, come on. Where the fuck is it? Okay, we'll just go back. Start with this.
Too often in the mainline, and it has just been so nicely detailed and designed. As we flip it here upside down, there are no obvious robot mode.
No obvious robot mode pieces here. Am I having a fucking stroke? What the hell am I looking at? What the fuck? What are we looking at here right now, ladies and gentlemen? It looks like a pair of legs attached to a crotch that I'm looking at right here. Granted, we can't see the head, but you can clearly see the legs, the thighs, the crotch. What the fuck does he mean? There's no visible robot pieces here. This has to be one of the bullet points that he was sent from Hasbro. When you review the image, when you review the toy, make sure you try to say only nice stuff. Because remember, if you don't say nice stuff, then you won't get any more review copies. Fucking no visible robot parts. What the fuck, dude? If you're going to lie, at least make it a goddamn believable lie.
Pieces, so that's pretty awesome. And all four wheels are pinned on, so this guy has no issues in rolling out into battle. Check out the signage here up top, which again has been so nicely detailed and painted. And this actually can transform to give this guy a stealth form. And to show that off, we may as well check out his accessories. So the signage is detachable. If you take a hold of the front end and shift it forwards, it does click one place, and then we can take this top part, flip this forwards, and it does convert into an actual flamethrower. The details up front are on point, but this thing needs some ammo, so Code Red does include ammo which is very nicely disguised as an actual pizza box, and this does simply just slide into the top, which is really awesome. And this guy also includes his own distinctive blast effect to attach onto the tip. Now, I don't know about yourselves, but this has to be one of the coolest looking blast effects that they've released in a very long time. The painting is on point, and if you've checked out the series, they do like to use fire quite a lot, especially when taking out some of those Demogorgons. And this can be very easily attached on top to create what is, in my opinion, a super badass looking Volkswagen van. That is really awesome. Really does throw me back to the Transformers Dark of the Moon movie. And then for some actual handheld weapons that he'll be able to use in robot mode, we see included an Energon axe as well as this spiked club.
Okay, isn't the spiked club basically, isn't that called a mace? What, are we too fucking PC now? We can't say mace, we gotta say spiked club? It looks like a fucking mace or a morning star or something like that, but fuck it, whatever. Overall, I like the way the weapons are. I am a fan of translucent weapons. Hell, I have one of Minerva's blasters here, right here. It's transparent. I fucking love it. I also have one of Elita One's blasters that I did a side-by-side comparison of. It's also transparent. It's a little bit of a bluish color. I love transparent weapons, so I kind of like this. I like this. Let's see what else we got here.
Now again, these are two weapons which are frequently featured in the show. They usually use these to bludgeon some Demogorgons to death, and because this is a Transformer, these can actually Evo fusion. They can combine together to form a larger weapon, or alternatively for vehicle mode can be stored along the side. So,
okay, how exactly would the Transformer hold the weapon if it's in its Evo fusion? I'm kind of curious about that.
I did think it was cool that whilst the integration isn't seamless, he can stow away all of his accessories on himself at one time. So that's pretty cool, and as I said...
Okay, where the fuck does the blast effect, how is that stored on the figure? He said all the accessories. Did he say all the accessories? I think he said all accessories. Hold on. Come on. Oh, fucking...
on the side. So I did think it was cool that whilst the integration isn't seamless, he can stow away all of his accessories on himself at one time.
Okay, so he did. So unless he literally means that you can have the blast effect just permanently stick out the out on the flamethrower, I don't really see how he can hold that. But I'm guessing that he means by the flamethrower.
So that's pretty cool, and as I said, this weaponized Volkswagen van looks awesome. Trust me, the vehicle mode I think is definitely the biggest selling point about this figure overall.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor...
Did you just see that shit? I had to wait at least another 5 seconds before that motherfucking skip ad button appeared.
Now, as we check out some vehicle mode comparisons, up first we have him alongside the most recent Jurassic Park crossover. From a scale perspective, I do think this matches up quite closely to a real-life representation. Here's one of my all-time favourite crossovers, that being the one from Back to the Future. Here's the officially licensed Volkswagen Bug Netflix Bumblebee, so detail-wise, you know, these officially licensed vehicles are just on point. Here's the unlicensed mainline Rise of the Beast Wheeljack, which did a pretty good job in capturing the appearance of the van as seen in the movie, but that upcoming Studio Series version I can already tell is going to be an absolute knockout in its vehicle form. Here we have the Transformers Studio Series Ironhide, and there is a specific reason why I am comparing these two, which you'll see a little more of once I get Code Red transformed into robot mode, but as you can see, there's really not too many differences here in terms of the scale. And then finally, here he is alongside the go-to Earthrise Optimus Prime, so a pretty decently sized figure. Now, as we check out Code Red's transformation, it's probably one of the most enjoyable conversions that I've seen on an exclusive release in a very long time. So, to kickstart things off with, it is optional to detach the signage. Personally, I like to do so as I love to transform this into his flamethrower. The next step would be to then take a hold of this front wheel and completely fold this panel here all the way to the back. Do the same here for this side, so detach that front wheel and fold.
I'll be honest, I don't like how the wheel did you see how the wheel kind of bowed out a little bit when he was trying to get that panel to detach? Here, let's take a quick look.
Panel here all the way to the back.
Now watch
Do the
this.
same here for this side, so detach that front wheel and fold this here all the way to the side. We can then spin around.
Okay, on one hand, I can appreciate the fact that it looks like the panels will be secure, that they will secure to the body pretty tightly. But the fact that the plastic was actually warping a little bit, or torquing, or whatever the correct term is, it's like, eesh, I would be afraid to do that because you could damage the plastic, and the plastic could crack, or could literally just break off by how much torque you're having to apply to it.
To the back, and you're going to want to split this seam here right down the middle. So just detach that piece and detach this section. Then we can grab a hold of the front end of the van and the back end and lift this entire front piece here upwards. Then what you'll do is rotate this here all the way around so the back is now facing the front. Then we'll flip to the base of the figure and split the legs directly down the middle. Once that's complete.
Oh, by the way, I want to go back to and say how he said that there was no visible robot body parts, and I literally called it. I said that those were the guy's fucking thighs and the crotch. How the fuck didn't he actually, have the balls to leave that without editing that part out? There's no visible robot parts. Bullshit! I just saw the fucking legs and I called it. It was the legs.
Same here for this side. We can then flip around to the back, and these arms are held in via these tabs. So just push your finger in there to kind of detach those. Then we can take the shoulder joints, hinge these here out to the sides, and then fold the shoulders here forwards. I like to do this because it makes the next step a little clearer in my opinion. Then we to the front.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's continue on.
Detach what will become the head away from the windshield, and the windshield is on its own separate pin joint. So we'll now fold that section down, lift the chest all the way forwards, and as we check out the inside, there are these clear slots that are going to peg into these grey tabs, and then these black tabs which are going to peg into those yellow slots. Honestly, I would recommend lining up these grey ones first, so snap that into place, do the same here for this side, snap that in there, and then we can take a hold of this yellow piece and snap that there into place. And then for a few finishing touches, all you'll do is take the robot mode hands and begin folding these here out to the sides, then just straighten everything up. And bang! Here we have Code Red fully transformed into his robot mode. And this guy has become massive. Seriously, the mass shifting between the quite compact Volkswagen van to the robot form is honestly impressive considering the transformation's quite straightforward, although maybe he's too big. I definitely think those legs are quite lanky in proportion to the upper body, but with that being said, am I crazy, or do you guys also think this would be a pretty good mold to retool into a Transformers G1 Ironhide or Ratchet? I think it would work perfectly, and
why? Why the fuck would you want... Dude, why? We already got Studio Series 86 G1 Ironhide and Ratchet. There would be no reason to literally do it again this soon. What the fuck are you thinking? I personally believe that that the G1 or the Studio Series 86 Ratchet and Ironhide, I think those are some of the best damn Ratchet and Ironhide figures that have been released to date. Why would you want to fucking shit all over them? Like, I don't get it.
maybe even a little better than the most recent Studio Series versions, but...
Wrong, jerk off, wrong. Those figures are pretty damn nice. Who the fuck shit in this guy's cereal to think that that this got that this figure would be a good Ratchet or Ironhide, repaint. No, fuck off with that. Fuck off.
Back to Code Red himself, it's a decent looking robot mode, although it's definitely my least favourite look out of his two forms, mainly because it's just so generic and boring. You know, you've got the Stranger Things license. To me, it makes perfect sense to transform that van into a character who is easily recognisable. I think this would have been great had it converted into a Demogorgon or even 11, because this character I cannot place being anywhere in the show at all. He's just really generic, but
He's a fucking Transformer. What the hell did you expect? Oh my god. The Maverick, whatchamacallit, Transformer from the Top Gun crossover that I have on the shelf over. He doesn't turn into Tom Cruise. Oh, that's a negative, bro. That's so negative. That's wrong. That's wrong. Fuck off. Fuck off. Just because the primary mode does not turn into what you want doesn't mean that the figure is bad because of that. Also, what's wrong with having longer legs? Have you ever met some like a teenager who is going through a growth spurt? There are teenagers that have long, lanky legs, dude. What the fuck? Oh god, I can't recall what the correct term is. He's a shill, ladies and gentlemen. He is a shill.
as we check out the details, the head sculpt does look pretty sweet. To me, it looks like he's wearing that kind of telekinetic harness that Eleven sometimes sports. The chest design I think is wicked, as I said, would be perfect for Ironhide in my opinion. He is quite hollow though. I mean, if we check out the inside part of the forearm, this guy is definitely one of the more expensive crossovers they've produced.
Okay, number one, like I said, until the guy literally shows, records that he paid for the figure, him talking about cost doesn't mean shit because it's disingenuous. Now, regarding the hollow spot, I want to go back and see how much space does that hand take? How much space does the hand? Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's start here. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Through time. If what I saw is true, there's nothing to stand between this world and utter destruction.
Oh my god, I don't even get a fuck.
Snap that into place, do the same here for this side, snap that in there, and then we can take a hold of this yellow piece and snap that there into place. And then for a few finishing touches, all you'll do...
Okay, now we can basically see, except for where this guy's thumb is, the hand takes up literally the entire fucking cavity. What kind of gap filler do you want? Do you want literally like less than a quarter of an inch for this little spot here? You're just being fucking nitpicky about that. It'd be one thing if literally the entire arm, like up here, was like hollowed out somehow, or the legs had excessive hollowing. It's literally a small fucking hole. Get the fuck over yourself, you entitled little shit. The arm, there's the gaps. There needs to be more gap fillers. It's not even that fucking bad. People are fucking spoiled nowadays. Okay, let's go back up to here.
As I said, would be perfect for Ironhide in my opinion. He is quite hollow though. I mean, if we check out the inside part of the forearm, this guy is definitely one of the more expensive...
And once like I said, how... And if anything, you kind of need that extra little spot, the hollow spot that makes it right here. You actually need that little hollow spot there so you can get a fucking thumb or your forefinger in to use your fingernail to get the hand out. It's a little too hollow. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Crossovers they've produced. I don't think it would have cost much for them to have given him a pair of gap fillers. And talking of hollowness, the back of the legs also aren't great.
Okay, now I can understand like the back here, because I don't think that anything goes into those. So I could understand that. I could understand gap fillers for the back of the legs right here. I could understand that. But when you're literally fucking talking about the part of the hand where you got to be able to get a thumb or a finger to use your nail to get the hand out, you're literally just fucking balking for no reason. Why doesn't he say we need a gap filler on the back on the forearm right here where this empty rectangle is? Why doesn't he say that? Like,
I mean, look at these huge gaping voids we have in the thighs, and the insides of the legs pretty much have no substance to them at all. But with that being said, the plastic he does have does feel pretty dense and durable. So I guess you win some and you lose some, but
plastic feels durable. Yeah, even when the fucking panel was torquing as he was trying to remove it, and you could literally see the tire bending. Yeah, that's fucking durable plastic right there, ladies and gentlemen.
for the price point, I definitely would have expected a little more. Now, as we check out his articulation, the head's on a ball joint. This will look up, it will look down, tilt side to side, and rotate left to right. The shoulders can move all the way around, hinge out to the sides. There's a bicep cut, an elbow bend, wrist rotation on ball joints. The waist does move slightly, although it's quite compromised due to the backpack. The hips will kick forwards that far. They'll then kick back roughly to that far. They'll also kick out to the sides to a wicked range. There's a thigh joint, a 90-degree bend here at the knee, and then finally there's no forwards and backwards range at the foot, but they can rock side to side. So articulation-wise, he pretty much has all of the points you would expect from a modern Transformer, and to be fair, the idea of a Stranger Things crossover I think is super cool. It is just a shame that when it comes to that robot mode design, they never went crazy and actually based it on a specific character.
Okay, and I will go back and say, what the fuck were you, what the hell do you expect? Maverick from Top Gun, from the Top Gun crossover, he doesn't look like Tom Cruise. He doesn't look like Goose. He doesn't look like, Iceman. The X-Men crossover, it's a fucking hodgepodge between Wolverine, Cyclops, and possibly Psylocke. The Jurassic Park, the latest one, JP12, I think that's what it's fucking called. I think that's supposed to be Wayne Knight's character or whatever that guy's name is. This guy is fucking nitpicking stupid fucking shit when he should be literally kind of watching the possible lies that he's saying. There's no visible robot parts here. It has it upside down. You can literally see the Transformer's crotch and legs. The plastic feels pretty good. Plastic is bowing. The wheel is at angles. Get the fuck out of here.
But the weapons are awesome, and the way they integrate into the figure I think is quite fun. So
dude, the weapons integrate into every figure. Hell, let me show you. Here, let me fucking show you. I can give you an example right now of what Code Red does that, Minerva does. Here. Bam! Literally the same fucking thing. I like how it integrates in with the figure. That's what these all do, dude. That's what these... literally, this has to be one of those fucking bullet points on the sheet that he got that was included in the box with this figure. Bullet point number 33.1. Make sure you talk about how the weapon is integrated into the figure itself. Just remember, if you don't, you're not going to get another review copy.
up first, we do have the flamethrower, which he can use as an actual handheld weapon. I think it's...
Now, regarding the flamethrower, I do gotta say that is kind of neat. I like how the parts of the flamethrower, appear, like how it folds out. I do like the idea of the clip, the magazine, the weapon, or the ammunition that goes into the weapon itself. I gotta say that is kind of cool.
It's a bit of a missed opportunity though, because the actual pizza box ammo cannot be held on its own in his hand. So instead, it is permanently kept as ammo, which, you know what, isn't the end of the world. But considering he's a pizza van, I think it would have made perfect sense for him to be able to actually hold that pizza. And if you're not a fan of the handheld look, then the flamethrower can be pegged into the shoulders, although I kind of wish maybe it could have attached onto the backpack like some of the other accessories can, because the second you rotate that shoulder around, the flamethrower is just going to go crazy, and not only will it singe the Demogorgons, but it will likely kill any of this guy's friends, so maybe just keep it as a handheld weapon. Which, speaking of, we have that Spikes Club and the Energon Axe, which I think look badass. As I said, we do see these weapons featured quite a bit on the show, so these are a great inclusion. It's wicked how show-specific his weapons are, yet the robot, as I said, I cannot place in the show at all, so they definitely should have...
You're not supposed to. It's a fucking Transformer. I'm not sure what this whole part of the argument is. It's like, the alt mode doesn't look like a character from the show, therefore fail? If that's the case, then like I said, the fucking JP-12, JP-93, Tyrannicon Rex, Deluxe or whatever the fucker's name is, Maverick, oh god, Ultimate Expanse, they should all be fails because they don't look 100% like a character from the TV show. Fuck off, dude. But the one thing I will agree with him on is that the weapons do look correct. You know, not correct, but they look great. Like I said, I love transparent weapons, which, like this, you know.
Turn this into an 11. And in terms of some weapon storage, the two handheld weapons can be pegged into the backpack, so he can draw these out whenever he wants, and the flamethrower can be attached onto the back, flipped around to act as an actual blast effect. So I guess in some ways this could also transform into a jetpack, which again is just so cool.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mobile games are going big. Clash of Clans is now available on PC with Google Play Games.
Now, as we check out some robot mode comparisons, on the right-hand side we have the Denny.
Okay, now, so this is the character. I think the character's name was Nedry from Jurassic Park. It's the guy who, I think his name was Wayne Knight, the actor. I think this is a pretty good representation of him without literally, you know, doing a one-for-one. But, you know, I look at this and I can't help but think of Nedry, if that's the guy. Wait, hold on. Is that the guy's name? Hold on. Let's do a quick look here. Let's see. Park cast. Okay, let's see here. Wayne Knight. Where's Wayne Knight? Okay, Chris. Oh, for fuck's sake, they gotta mix in everybody with the fucking shitty sequels. Really? You're not gonna... Wayne Knight is not gonna be... God, he's saying... Samuel Jackson. Did I scroll by him? There, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nedry. Okay, so wow, poor Wayne Knight, the guy who was responsible for the park crash, the security in the park crashing. He gets last billed according to this. When people who are in the fucking shittier movies like fucking Chris Pratt and Julianne Moore get top billing. Holy fucking shit. Okay. Yeah, but so as I was saying though, I can say that this figure, at least in the face looks a little bit like Nedry. But I just don't like this whole argument. Well, he needs to look like, a character from the show that he is doing crossover. He's a fucking transformer. He's a robot. You're trying to push human looks onto a robot. Granted, they're humanoid already, but if you literally want a fucking human-looking robot, then look at fucking Data from Star Trek. Wait, what is he? Or what is he? An android? Fuck, I don't know. I don't care.
This Nedry Autobot. Now, like I mentioned previously, I thought this was a great attempt at crossing over a real human character with a Transformer, but that is sadly just not the case here with Code Red.
Why does it have to be a crossover where the Transformer actually looks like one of the characters? We got the fucking vehicle. The vehicle looks fine. But no, you gotta have more. It has to look like a fucking human in the face. Why? Why?
Because I don't think he has been specifically based or modelled on any character from the show. I guess the real takeaway from this comparison would be just how enormous Code Red is compared to this Jurassic Park crossover. Next up, we have the Back to the Future crossover, and
okay, who is he supposed to fucking look like? Who is he supposed to fucking look like? This guy, Prime versus Prime, this argument that he's been going on is, well, they need to look something like what they're crossing over with. Who the fuck does he look like? You know, like...
Even this robot form integrated quite a few Easter eggs from the actual Back to the Future movie. It's such a shame they never did any of that here with Code Red. And
Dude, what? What? They never did anything with... Dude, he was just talking about, like, the fucking signs on the goddamn van. He was talking about the billboard on top of the... Oh, my God. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Sometimes I think that these paid shills, I don't think that they hear the shit that they're talking about. This guy didn't have a lot of the Easter eggs that Gigawatt had. Dude, one of the fucking Easter eggs is right on the motherfucker's stomach right there. I think it says Surf Guy Pizza or whatever, you know. What more do you fucking want?
And then, for a few general size comparisons, up first we have the Netflix Earthrise Bumblebee, the mainline Rise of the Beast Deluxe Class Wheeljack, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Now, not to take anything away from this mold, because I've mentioned it so many times before, but I really think this is one of the strongest 86 movie figures they've made to date. But am I the only one that thinks maybe this body type would better suit Ironhide? Because
Yeah, you are the only one who thinks that. You are the only one who fucking thinks that. I'm being sarcastic. I know I don't think it. What the fuck is wrong with Ironhide here? Like, this is where some people are never happy. I swear to God, people are just born unhappy. We got Siege Ironhide. Well, Siege Ironhide is okay, but we would really like to have an Earth mode, or a Cybertronian Ironhide. We'd really like to have an Earth mode Ironhide. Hasbro's like, okay, here you guys go, and they give us the Ironhide and Ratchet from Earthrise. Well, this is an Earth mode Ironhide Ratchet, but we don't like the whole backpack, you know, the parts farming. We would need him to be a real Earth mode. Okay, fine. Here's Studio Series 86 Ironhide and Studio Series 86 Ratchet. Oh, well, these figures are they're nice, but we would really like to be more like this guy over here. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Motherfuckers cannot be happy for anything. I swear to fucking God, they can't be happy nowadays. I gotta take a quick drink. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went to start playing the video again, and then I realized, oops, forgot to unpause the recording. So let's continue on. Oh, wait, well, fuck. There.
But I really think this is one of the strongest 86 movie figures they've made to date. But am I the only one that thinks maybe this body type would better suit Ironhide? Because the only issue I really
Okay, but like I said, though, you know, people cannot be fucking happy. They have to bitch about something, even if what they've been given is pretty damn near perfect.
we have the Earthrise Optimus Prime, which is roughly a large Voyager in terms of scale. Red closely matched
Well, actually, if I remember correctly, Earthrise Prime is a Voyager. I'm not sure. Wait, did I hear him correctly? Let's go back.
It's roughly a large void, and then finally we so much better. So maybe this is what Ironhide is going to become in the future. And then finally we have the Earthrise Optimus Prime, which is roughly a large Voyager in scale. So
Okay, I'm kind of. Is he saying that? I'm a little bit confused here. Is he saying that Code Red is roughly a Voyager class, or is he saying Optimus Prime is roughly a large Voyager class, or whatever the fucking term was that he said? Um, I'm a little bit confused about that because he didn't actually identify Code Red when he made that statement. So I'm like, well, dude, uh, Optimus Prime is a Voyager class. I know that he was marked up to lead. I think he was marked. Wasn't he marked up to like leader due to him having the trailer? I can't recall if he was marked up to leader class, but at the least he is Voyager. So I'm, a little bit confused about that.
to see Code Red closely match with this guy, I think is crazy. You know, this figure is huge considering what he transforms into. And so, wrapping up on this review for the Transformers Stranger Things crossover, Code Red. This is an idea which I think sounds cooler on paper than it does in execution. I think they had the opportunity to create something super unique and cool, but instead, it really is just the vehicle mode which stands out to me, and the robot mode is one that I don't think I'll be revisiting anytime soon. In terms of a recommendation, as I've mentioned, the retail price for this figure is quite close to what you would pay for a leader class. In all honesty, if you're not a super completionist of these crossovers, then I would definitely wait for this one to go on sale, and I definitely think it will, because I can't see
Okay, and like I said, I know I've said this at least 4 times already, but I'll say it a 5th time, I'll say it a 6th time, I'll say it a 10th time if need be. Until the time that this guy proves that he pays for what he gets, him talking about the cost is a little bit of a slap and an insult to the people who actually do have to pay for these figures. But also, let's go back. What was it again? $44.99, and he was saying that was the cost of a leader class or whatever. Isn't leader class more close to like, oh, maybe 44, roughly. Here, let's actually do a quick look here. Let's see, Amazon.com. Because I have Nova Prime. Let's see here. Nova Prime. How much does Nova Prime go for? I think he's on sale right now. $54.99. Is the figure now? Yeah, $54.99. He's no longer on sale because he was actually going for a little bit cheaper a few days ago. Is this guy a little bit more expensive at $44.99? Yes, but the thing is, you're also paying for the licensing and everything. You think that they're going to get a licensing and then just pass it along for free? Fuck no. They're going to charge the viewers or the consumers basically. Hold on. Okay, so but back to what I was originally saying. Just the fact that he talks about cost and everything when he is most likely getting these products for free, it's a bit disingenuous. It's the best way I can say it is like you have like a rich person telling you, "Oh, you just need to work harder for what you have," when they did absolutely nothing to earn their fortune. Or you just need to save a little bit more. It's so fucking disingenuous, and it makes me want to throw up.
collectors clamoring for it. With the exception of the alt form, this guy really doesn't have any wow factor in my opinion, unlike that previously released Jurassic Park crossover.
I'm not sure. Is he having? Does he have the memory of a goldfish? He was just talking about like the wow factor. Like, okay, the guy's the Code Red's the flamethrower is literally part of the billboard. It converts into a weapon. When was the last time we had a weapon? Here, hold on. When is the last time we actually had a weapon that converts to a weapon from something else? I I honestly can't really recall. I can't. I may have one. I have so many figures I can't recall though. Uh, he was literally just gushing over that flamethrower. He was gushing over the weapons. He was gushing over the little pizza box that acts as the ammunition for the flamethrower. Well, this just doesn't have a wow. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Really? Really?
I'd love to get your thoughts on Code Red down in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you think I'm being too harsh? I want to thank you all so much for watching, and until my next review, transform and roll out!
Okay. And of course we
Get
get
up to
this.
6.
The video is fucking over, and yet you still have to get a fucking ad. Fuck off,
Counts
YouTube.
per household.
No.
And unlimited DVR.
God damn it. There it goes. So that was my reaction to the analysis of the Prime vs. Prime Code Red review. And like I said, it's a good thing I do not base what I buy, what my buying preferences are, uh, over based on what an influencer says, or a shill as I like to call them. I buy what I want because I like, what they look like. I made it known when I was watching this video at the beginning. I was watching this video to, number one, to see what the figure looks like, and number two, to possibly critique anything he has to say. And oh my god, the guy, the big thing, first thing that he said that just really, it's like, there was no visible robot parts, even though he had the figure upside down, and you could literally see the figure's fucking legs and the hips. No, nothing visible. Nothing visible. Yeah, okay, dude. Okay, nothing visible. But overall, he said stuff I disagree with. Doesn't mean that I hate him. No. I just think that he is paid to basically say what he says. And he doesn't he does not take, he doesn't analyze as what he says in the long run, like, oh, the plastic feels pretty sturdy, and then, but earlier I showed him trying to move a panel, and the plastic was torquing because the panel was so it was attached, and that it should be attached. But the fact is, if the plastic is torquing, or not torquing, and the wheel was at an angle because you're pulling on the plastic isn't, as high grade as he's making it sound like, But yeah, so that's just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to be getting this figure when it comes out? It's a Target exclusive. I'm going to have to hopefully catch it if in the store, if it ever goes into the store, because stupidly enough, Walmart and Target, apparently they don't do site to store anymore. A few years ago, you could order stuff from Walmart's website, and it would be shipped to the store, and you could just go and pick it up at the store. They apparently don't do that anymore, at least not from what I can see. And I'm not going to risk leaving this out on my porch for porch pirates. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you've enjoyed this react. Stay tuned, and I'll be back with more content. If you liked what you watched, feel free to leave a thumbs up, click on that subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.